Dude, I have got some awesome news that you gotta hear coming up right now. Hey, welcome to another video. My name's Peter, and if it's your first time here and you want to learn to code and you want to stay motivated to reach that goal and change your life, then start now by subscribing and click that little bell icon so you don't miss anything. I'll tell you what, I am excited because I may be going to a coding boot camp. And I'll tell you what, it kind of came up out of the blue. I've been thinking about it a little bit off and on, but it never seemed like a realistic thing for me. But I'll tell you what, I just felt led to go and talk to the guys who are the two leaders of the boot camp that are close to where I live. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. The name of that coding boot camp is called JRS Coding School. And I went to a coding meetup there one time. Awesome, fantastic, great bunch of people. And then I've had some contact with one of the owners of the boot camp since then, a few times. And just great relationship with that guy. And so I got an email just saying that they are starting a new cohort May 21st, I think it is. And so I thought, well, I'll go talk to him about it. You know, what can it hurt? And so I went to talk to the two guys. We had a long talk about where I'm at with my coding, how their school looks, what the whole hullabaloo's about and everything. And it turned out that there is a pretty rigorous entrance exam, like 2 coding challenges that they give you to make sure that you're on the same page. I know a lot of coding boot camps have it to where, you know, you just kind of start from ground zero and they work from there. But with this one, it's not like that. You've got to already know JavaScript pretty darn well. You've got to know HTML and CSS. And it was kind of scary a little bit, because, you know, I opened up those challenges and one of them was a takeoff on FizzBuzz. You probably have at least heard of that if you are learning coding, but FizzBuzz is where, I'm not even going to bother going into what it was, but I opened it up and it was like a little more complicated than FizzBuzz, and I'm like, dude, that's kind of gnarly. But I spent 2 days working on both of those challenges. One was like build a website, and one was that FizzBuzz challenge. And I'll tell you, it was challenging, but it was exciting, and it was great to have like a time where you could go like, dude, all right, I'll show them that I can do that. And it was actually quite challenging, but in a good way. And so I got those both turned in. Today is Monday, and so I was talking to them on Friday. Then I started the challenges on Friday, and by Saturday evening I had sent them both back in. You do it on CodePen and send it back in, and then they check it out. And so I hadn't heard anything back, and I was like, man, you know, I thought I did a pretty good job of it. I did solve the algorithm, and the website looked pretty good, you know, for working on it for a day. There were certain specifications that you had to meet for the website. And anyway, long story short is I got them turned in. It took me, whatever it was, a day, 2 days to get that done. And I turned it in, and then I hadn't heard back from them since Saturday. And, you know, your brain starts going like, dude, did I totally blow it? Did I like miss something? Did I do something? Is it so bad that they're not even like, they're trying to figure out how to answer me nicely that I suck? Well, I'll tell you, that's just part of being in this coding thing, is always having these kind of self-doubts, and you're having to deal with that. And that's okay. That is part of it. But what I want to tell you is I'm excited about this. I really am. I don't know whether I got in or not. I did hear back from them this morning, and they said everything looked good. They want to meet on Friday to kind of review the code and just make sure that everything looks good. They don't want any of their students to not be able to keep up with the pace of the class. And so that's a great thing, actually. But for me, what it means is to be able to work with other people. I know that that's an important thing, and it's a skill that I want to be able to develop. I want to be able to be the best developer that I can be before I start applying for jobs, honestly. And so I want to I would love to have that structure for that 3 months where you are being led down a certain path. And I mean, I've already been doing that for quite a while. I've been doing that Colt Steel web developer bootcamp. If you follow the channel, you know that I also finished a Smarter Way to Learn JavaScript course, which was gnarly hard. But they got me prepared for this situation, and so I will let you know as soon as I know whether I got in or not. It would be awesome to bring you along. I don't know how much they'll let me film, not let me film with the boot camp, but I'll be able to talk to them, and hopefully I will be able to let you know how things are going, and I'll let you know how the progress is going. And I think it should be a really cool thing for the channel to be able to follow along how that goes. So please keep me in your prayers. I will let you know as soon as I know. Rock on, fellow coders. Keep coding. Do not give up. And we will see you in the next video.